Ha! Hey everyone, Hassan here. Welcome to the world of Ha. Today I got a new Kamen Rider Build review for you. I've done a bunch of Kamen Rider Build reviews, my first ever Kamen Rider series, and I don't know, it's kind of hit or miss. The bottles themselves are kind of okay, it's kind of neat. I don't know, it fully hasn't captured my attention just yet, so I'm debating if I'm going to continue collecting those. What I really like about Kamen Rider Build, what really captured my attention were the suits. I mean, look at these suit designs. And so I saw they made these action figures of the Kamen Rider suits, and I was like, okay, I have to get these because these look really cool. So I wanted to try and get these and see how they are. Now, there are different lines of the action figures. This is the Bottle Change Rider line. So this line in particular, each of these comes with two halves that can combine together to form a full version of Kamen Rider Build. So you have the RabbitTank, so one half rabbit, one half tank. You have the GorillaMond, like the gorilla and diamond, and the Hawk Gatling, so Hawk and Gatling combined. So you can mix and match these as well, which is super cool. So I'm excited about it. So I wanted to get these first three in the line, see what I thought about it, see what you guys think, and then we'll see where it goes from there. So really cool packaging. The front is kind of open style, so you can see the two different designs. So let's take a look at this one up close. So this is Bottle Change Rider BCR. This is the first one in the toy line right there, and this is the combined RabbitTank combination right there. This is sort of the main form for Kamen Rider Build, the red and blue. Looks really, really cool. And of course the two halves right there, and it says best match, as you know, because that is the best match, and really cool image right there as well. The side of the box also says right here, we got Bottle Change Rider Series, Kamen Rider Build, and it's supposed to say RabbitTank form, but it's kind of covering it. It's really weird. I don't know why they didn't put the words in front of the figure. It's like rabbits, a little bit of a K, a little bit of an F. Like that's kind of odd. But anyways, here they have the full version right here. Bottle Change Rider Series, Kamen Rider Build, RabbitTank form. So there you go right there. The back of the box shows you the full combined version, and it shows you some of the other ones available in the line as well. And it shows you how you can also mix and match some of the different combinations. Like that's Rabbit Gatling right there. We got the Hawk and the diamonds, and so on. So, and then the top of the box right here shows you that the figure actually has the mask. There's a build driver, drill crusher, all right there, and it's showing you the combined, piece right there. So, pretty cool. So here's the Bottle Change Rider Series number 2, as you can see right here. So this one is also super cool. Again, image of the Kamen Rider right on the front. There he is on the side right there. And there he is right there. GorillaMond for Gorilla and Diamond combined. So that is the GorillaMond form right there. Looks pretty cool. Alright, and last but not least, this is the newest release in the line as of the recording of this video. There may be more already coming out. But this is Bottle Change Rider Series number 3, as you can see. And this one looks really cool, the Hawk Gatling. I love the orange. Nice and bright and super cool looking. I dig it a lot. And the Gatling part is pretty cool too. It's a really odd combination, but really cool. So Hawk Gatling form. Really slick. I love the packaging on this as well. Really, really cool stuff. So I'm super excited about it. So without further ado, let's get these open and take a look. Alright, I got the Bottle Change Rider figures out of the packaging, and here they are. They look really cool. I actually am really digging these. So, a couple things that I did want to mention that I didn't realize until I opened it up. So, I mentioned that this guy, the RabbitTank form, had the drill crusher, right? Well, this guy also has a drill crusher, but he has like the blaster mode. And then the Hawk Gatling form has the Hawk Gatlinger, that gun right there. So they all have different weapons. So that's kind of nice, which is, I mean, I guess if you think about it, that makes sense. I just didn't realize it, I guess, because obviously you wouldn't want them all having the same weapon. So it's nice that they come with a variety of weapons. This guy also comes with some wings in the back, but we'll talk about that in a second. So first of all, overall impressions are they look great. They have a decent amount of articulation, and it's actually really cool to mix and match the pieces. So I'm digging this a lot. So let's take a look at each one of these up close and how they work, and then we're going to mix and match and see what kind of fun we can have. So I'll move those two off to the side for now. and focus on the RabbitTank form right here. So it comes with the drill crusher, as you can see right here. So I have done a review of this item, and it's, you know, I don't know, it's okay, I guess. It's nothing special, but here it is right here. It would be cool to have some paint, but I suppose that's pretty standard, even for Power Rangers action figures. I'm used to the weapons not having any paint at all, but it's just a solid black right there, as you can see. So here is the action figure itself. So in terms of the paint detailing and everything, they use kind of a nice paint that's got a bit of a shine to it, especially up top where you have sort of the mask right there. So you have the tank half and then the rabbit half. Really unique, and you can really get down to little details. Like at the rabbit, you can see the little mouth and the eye of the rabbit right there. You got the tank right there, so you can see kind of like the tire treads right there. There's the cannon. So really distinct look, and it looks really, really neat, and it really shines when you look at the figure up close. The paint overall is also really, really nice. Again, got a nice shine to it. Really slick looking. So the rabbit form continues with sort of this sort of spring-loaded foot right there. The tank has got this side right here. So a really, really cool design. On the back, it's mostly black, so there's not too much paint there, but you do get a bit of yellow on the belt buckle right there. And of course, you do have the build driver right here as well. So very, very interesting. So the little wheel right there is silver. You got the handle and everything. I like the neat little touch that they did color code the actual bottles as well. So you have red and blue right there. This is not removable at all. This is all sort of one big piece. Like this doesn't, actually I don't know if it comes off. I don't think it does. I don't want to break it. It doesn't seem like it comes off. And you have sort of also the little clip to put more bottles as well, so that he actually comes with that. So really, really nice little accessories there. Now when you do split it up, the one downside is this is attached to only one half, so when you mix and match, the colors do not match up. And so I'll kind of, you know, show that in a second. But the way that this works, because this does split apart. Actually, before I even do that, let me show you the articulation. So when combined, the one downside that I found with this figure is the head does not rotate. That kind of makes sense when you see how the figure comes together. It would be really hard to make it rotate and also have the transformation that it does. But, you know, that does limit it slightly when you want to pose it a little bit, because you might want to turn the head slightly in one direction. You can't do that. So, you know, minor little thing, but I just wanted to note that. Regardless, though, pretty good articulation otherwise. So the arms rotate all the way around and all the way, you know, to the side. You also can rotate them right up top here, and they do bend at the elbow. And then the hand also rotates all the way around. And the hands actually open and close. It's actually kind of two halves. The fingers are sort of split into two halves independently, so you can kind of, you know, do that with it. So same thing on both sides there as well in terms of articulation and all that good stuff. So pretty cool. It does not like rotate at all, but the legs do, you know, go apart like that. And then also right at the top here, you can rotate the legs around there. Does bend at the knee. And then the foot does rotate and move up and down and side to side a little bit. It's kind of on a ball joint right there. So pretty flexible. So you can get some pretty good poses with it. Again, the downside just being you can't tilt the head. Like here, well, it might have been nice to tilt the head looking towards the camera a little. Can't do that, but, you know, minor little quibble, because the actual other functionality is pretty neat. So the other functionality being, when you turn it around, there's a little kind of a tab right there, a little button that you can do, that you can use to take it apart. And it takes a little bit of practice because it's two separate pieces. All the red is one piece, so it's like this whole thing and then that little piece and then this leg, versus the blue is the other half. So it's a little odd. The best way that I found that it works is to hold the left arm and right leg, because this is all one solid piece, the blue, as you can see, and then push the button, basically. And then, once you do that, you'll feel it becomes a little bit loose. That's when you can push out. Once you push the button there, use your thumb to push forward on the right side, and it pops right out. That's pretty much the easiest way that I found to do it. And here you have the two halves right here, basically. And so you can really see how it splits apart. So this half right here, sort of, I guess what you would call the back half, of the form here has got most of the back. It's got the yellow buckle on the back, and that's about it, really. Then this half, the front half, has the build driver and the holster right there. So that's how it splits apart. So you do basically have a leg combined with sort of this whole big chest piece and arm, and then half of the head, and then right here. So really, really interesting, and you'll see it just sort of just fits right on top, just like that. Really cool design, and the way they did this. I mean, that's super cool. So you just go in, push it in, and it just clicks right into place, just like that. Very, very easy. And then again, to take it apart, left arm, right leg, push, it's loose, and there you go. Very easy. So that's super cool. So I'm going to move him away to the side. I'm going to focus on each one of these individually, and then we'll start combining them. So the next one is the Build Series, Bottle Change Rider Series, rather, 02. So this is the GorillaMond form. So it comes with the Drill Crusher, but in the sort of blaster mode right here, as you can see. So some decent amount of detail, but again, no paint. It's all just one solid black color right there. Okay, here is the form itself. Articulation wise is the same. The one difference being this hand does not, you know, open and close its fingers like that, because it's one giant fist, but you can rotate it like so. But you still have the same articulation. This rotates. You have the elbow. The other difference being the shoulder pads, because they're so big, they cannot go as like flat, basically. And that's really the only other difference. All the other articulation is the same. So, up close and personal, if you see right here, really, really nice paint again, a nice shine to the mask portion right there. So, here you have the gorilla piece, and so you can see he's got like the fist and everything going right there. And then you have the diamond, which is kind of like a little shine off of the diamond right there. So gorilla and diamond, you got GorillaMond. So the gorilla being nice and tough, and the giant fist and everything, and then the diamond, you can see the pieces all throughout. The legs are more basic than some of the other ones, but obviously color coordinated like so. And then of course the build driver does have the appropriate brown and light blue colors right there for this combination. So really, really cool stuff, definitely. And then again, we'll push it apart, and you can see sort of the two halves. So in this case, the back half right here is like so. And all of the back halves are the same. They have the left part of the mask, this arm right here. Well, I guess facing here, if I was facing this way, technically this is the left arm, but you know, you have this arm and then that leg. So they're all the same. And then all of these are the same overall split, basically, so that way you can mix and match them. But there's what that split looks like. Okay. Pretty cool. So there is that. And then we have, last but not least, Bottle Change Rider Series 03, the Hawk Gatling. This one looks really, really cool. So you have the Hawk Gatlinger right here. Really cool blaster. I love the design of it, certainly. I don't know that I'm going to buy the full toy. Probably not, but maybe. I don't know. But I do dig the little design of it, and I like the orange. Definitely looks really cool. So there's that weapon. And here he is right here. I really dig this design. It looks really slick looking. I like the bright orange in contrast with kind of like this dark gray, almost a bit of a silvery look to it a little bit, but like a darker silver kind of, dark gray. Really, really slick looking. The other difference with this one is it actually has these wings that are detachable. So this is normally what you would get, but there's an extra piece that came with this one that has these wings. Oops, and that came apart. That has these wings basically. And so what happens is you can peg this into the holes in the back, like so. And, you know, you can sort of adjust the wings as is, but basically you have that to give the full effect. My one little gripe with this one is I kind of wish that the orange was a little consistent. It's slightly different shades of orange, like there and there. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but that was a little bit noticeable to me. This part is pretty much more like a goldish color, so this one's really different, but, you know, it is what it is. So, up close, you know, just to kind of show you that, There's the Hawk piece right there, which looks pretty slick. And then the kind of like the Gatling gun. I really dig this design, like that for this half of the mask right there. Just really, really slick looking, really menacing looking. And then this one, I really think the two halves really stand out so much, because for the Hawk, you have kind of like these little wings going off the sides there. And then for the Gatling part, you have like the rounds of ammo, and then this whole, you know, fully loaded arm right there. Like really, really slick looking. Articulation wise, it's the exact same as the other ones. The shoulder pieces are pretty tall, so you really can't move your arms up too much, but they would normally rotate all the way around. You know, you can fold the wings to move the arms, and all the same other normal articulation with the fingers and the arms and legs and everything else. And of course you have the build driver with the orange and dark gray bottles right there. So really cool, really slick looking, and I dig it a lot. In terms of the actual breakdown of the pieces, so you have this, and of course the wings come off right there, so you have kind of the whole Gatling piece right there, and then the Hawk piece right there. Now the one downside with this is these wings are not going to work with some of the other combinations, because you need these extra holes that are on the backs there. But if I just grab one of the other, I'm just going to grab this other combination here, those holes aren't there. And same with this one, those holes are not there. So that is one downside, that you can only use the wings with this combined form. The wings don't like follow along with the Hawk piece. It would have been nice if it did, because it obviously fits with that, but you can't bring it along with the other form. So that is one downside. I suppose that's why they made it a detachable thing, but just keep that in mind as we continue with the other combinations. So let's do that actually. So I'm gonna kind of break apart all of the pieces right here. I'm gonna bring in the other Kamen Rider Build pieces. All right, and we have GorillaMond right there. Okay, so we have all of the individual pieces laid out like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these right pieces and sort of almost rotate them like so. All right, so we have on this side the tank and the Hawk. So this is RabbitTank, so I guess Hawk Tank. Oh, look at that. That's a really cool combination. I love, first of all, blue is my favorite color, but this orange, I also love the bright orange that they used. That's a really slick looking combination right there. Look at that. Oh, that is epic, man. That is epic. I am digging that a lot. Really, really cool. Now, of course, no wings, unfortunately. That would have been really cool, but you can, you know, whatever weapons you want to use, if you want him to have, you know, the Hawk Gatlinger, and then also the drill crusher weapon right there, you know, dual wielding and stuff. So again, you can really have some fun with all the different weapons. Really, really cool. So there's that combination. All right, we have the Rabbit Diamond. Boom, look at that. This one's pretty neat as well. You kind of like that darker red color, but then you have the light blue as well. So big contrast for sure, but it looks really neat. I dig that sort of contrast. Now obviously this arm's going to have more articulation upwards, like more freedom to move, because this one has the diamond in the way, but otherwise similar articulation. And then of course, as I mentioned before, you know, you're going to start to get these bottles that don't match up with the form. So that is one downside here. Obviously it would have been too much to have these bottles as like removable and stuff. That would just be a bit of a mess. But if you're really like anal about it and want to be very particular, then just know that the paint won't always match up when you start to mix and match. But that's a minor thing in my opinion, because I really just like the swapping gimmick and what you can do with it. All right, we got the Gorilla Gatling. Oh, now this guy is a force to be reckoned with. I can already see that right there. He's got the firepower and the strength all in one. That looks really slick. And the color combination works really, really well as well. The brown and the dark gray just looks very menacing. Really awesome. I am digging that a lot. That is so cool. Definitely. Really, really neat. All right. I dig it. This is cool stuff. I like how Bandai designed these, you know. They really let you have fun with the main gimmick of the show, right? These may not all be best matches, but who cares? They still look really slick, and you can come up with your own match for these figures as well. All right, let's rotate again and get some other combinations. Now, you know, again, you're not going to be able to take, you know, like Tank and Diamond and combine them because it just doesn't work. I don't know if in the show you can do that. Maybe. That might be possible in the show, probably, but unfortunately the toys, these are not compatible. You have to have the two different halves. So in this case, now we have GorillaTank. That's also another really strong combination. So no Tank and Gatling, you know what I mean? Like you can't have those. That would have been very interesting. But here's Gorilla and Tank right here, as you can see. Pretty cool. Definitely. Really, really neat. Okay. I'll just leave it there for now. Then we have the Hawk Diamond. Oh man, the orange just looks good with anything, man. I love the orange, and the light blue as well looks really slick. That's so cool. I mean, look at this color combination, man. This is great stuff. I am digging that color combination. That's really, really neat. And then we have the RabbitTank. Ooh, look at that. That also looks really slick as well. That dark gray really can go with any of these colors. But that's a really cool looking combination right there for sure. Definitely. All right. Really, really cool stuff. Again, really, really cool. And I think that is all of the combinations, because once I rotate it back, I'm going to be back at the original modes for each of these figures. So I'm going to kind of do that as I talk. So overall, I actually really, really like these figures. I think this is super cool what they've done with this. And I like these a lot better than the bottles. The bottles are just, they're just, I don't know, they're just not super fun. You know what I mean? It's just, you shake them and then it's just, I don't know, it's just not as fun to me. I really like the suits, and that's kind of what got me into Kamen Rider Build. And so I feel like I kind of want to stick with these. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you want to see me do more of these reviews as well. But these are definitely really cool looking. So these are the first 3 in the Bottle Change Rider series. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. So let me know what you guys thought as well. If you like this video, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later. Hope you guys enjoyed this review of the first 3 Bottle Change Rider figures from Kamen Rider Build. I know they do have this other toy line, and I forgot what they're called. I don't know if they're like slightly smaller or not, but they do not mix and match. They're just one solid piece. But supposedly that form, they're probably going to be releasing all sorts of extra combinations and possibly even more of those forms available. I don't think I'm going to be getting that toy line. I think I'm going to focus on the Bottle Change Riders because I like the so-called mixing and matching of it. So if I miss out on some forms because they don't do it in this line, so be it. I think this part is really cool, and I'm really digging the articulation and the detail, everything that is on this line of figures. So if you guys like this, please let me know in the comment section below. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you later.